Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel DevOps Codex, and this is episode 3 of the Docker Mastery series. And today we will finally get hands-on, okay, and we will try to install the Docker on Ubuntu and verify the installation, verify it's running or not, and we will run the first Docker containers, and we will discuss about the common setup issues and how we can fix it. Those kind of things we will see today. So let's talk about first of all, like what are the platform the Docker supports. Docker supports Linux, Mac OS, and Windows, and we will show the Linux setup. And for others OS, we have some official docs that we can follow. You can see here, this is the official docs where you can go and visit it, docsdocker.com, and here get started Docker. Okay, here you can see like Docker for desktop Mac. If you're using the Mac operating system, you can install the Docker desktop. Okay, and if you are using Windows also Docker desktop is available. But if you are using the Ubuntu or Linux operating system, you have the Docker uh, also available for that environment as well. So you can see here for installing the Docker engine, we have multiple things like supported platforms are CentOS, x86 and AMD 64 both it supports, and ARM and ARC 64 also supported, 32-bit also supported. Okay, this is the Debian if you are using Debian Fedora, and if you are using RHEL, SUSE Linux and Ubuntu, these these platforms supported by the Docker engine. And other distribution also supported by the Docker like Kali Linux and some other distributions are there. So you can go through this like official documentation, and one by one you can go and install based on the environment. Suppose I want to install in anyone, here you can go and you can follow the instruction, and you will be able to install on. So this is for Windows, and if you are using the Windows operating system, you can follow this link. Okay, so for demo purpose, uh, I have Ubuntu. Okay, and here I am going to use the Ubuntu operating system. But in my OS, I already installed the Docker. Okay, if you are not installed, then this is the command that will help you to install the uh, uh, Docker. So let's talk about go through the one by one the Docker command. So first of all, sudo apt update. What it will do? It will be update the packages. This refresh the packages list in your system and ensure get all the latest version and security updates in your system. And second command what it will do? It will uh, there will be the essential packages needed before adding the Docker. So this command will add the essential packages in your system like CA certificates. It's ensure the secure HTTP connections, and curl is also a package tool to transfer the data from URL. Need to fetch the Docker GPG keys. Okay, and GNUGP message encryption keys, and LSB release detects the Ubuntu version and all. Okay, these are the prerequisites that we require to before installing our Docker command. And the curl command what we are trying to do, this downloads the Docker official GPG key to verify the Docker package's authenticity. So JPG key is nothing but it is a key when we are downloading the package. Okay, any package from the official website, it will be check the authenticity, it is authenticated or not, authentic software or not, is it pirated or not. Okay, those things we can see. And here we are passing the path, means it will be stored in this path. It will be saved in this path. And next command, what we are going to do, you can see here. So here we will add the Docker's repository to your system, apt source one. So what is the Docker repository? Docker repository is nothing but it is a centralized location from where we are installing the Docker packages, Docker images, those kind of things. Okay, but here in this case we are installing the Docker packages. Okay, and next what we are going to do, we will run the sudo apt update command. What we did, we added the updated Docker package from the Docker repository. Then when we will update the our package from our local system, what it will do, it will go and download the Docker package from there. After adding the new Docker repository, this refresh the apt again and ensure the apt recognize the Docker package from the newly added repository which we added for the Docker. Okay, and after installing this, what we have to do, see, this is the command which will be which you have to run to install the Docker, and make sure that Docker should not be run from the root user. It should be always run from the normal user. Okay, and after installing the Docker package, what we have to do, we have to check the version of the Docker hyphen version. You can see here I have the version of 27.4. Okay, you can check in your system which version you have installed. If you install latest one, it will become default latest one. Okay, after checking this, we have some more command like docker hyphen help command. It will be show all the commands related to Docker. Okay, so what we did, we check the version of Docker if Docker is running, and next command what we can run and check whether the Docker daemon is running or not. In last videos we discussed what is the Docker daemon. Docker daemon is nothing but it is kind of a package which is responsible to manage the Docker. Okay, via the Docker CLI we are running the command. It will be go and interact with the Docker engine. Okay, so systemctl, we are checking the status of Docker. You can see here it is in active state and it is up and running. If it is a stop state, you have to start it again. And for uh, if you want to your Docker should be up and running when you reboot your system, that time you have to enable the Docker daemon so that it will be run in uh, like uh, uh, at the time of reboot. Whenever your system will reboot, it will be start your Docker applications. So next, what we are going to do, we will run our first Docker container. So first Docker container, we will run the hello world Docker container. So for running the Docker, first of all, what we have to do, Docker run, and what we are going to run, hello world. You can see here, I will explain you what is it is going to do. So you can see here, it is pulling the image. Okay, it will be pull the image and and run the Docker command. First of all, pull the Docker word, hello world, a Docker image from the Docker hub and create the container and run it and prints a success message. This is the success message it is printing. So if I will run docker ps, as of now no container is running. If I will check ps-a, you can see here few second echo, one container got run like hello world, and it's given the output, and it's again stopped. Okay, means now we verified our docker system is up and running. So you can see here in this image what we did. We pulled the docker image and created the docker container and run the docker container, and docker container print the success message. Okay, and then it got exit with a message. After giving the message, it got exit. Okay, in next video we will see like how we can make it up and running, always up and running. Okay, so uh, like we run the CLI command, and it's communicated to our daemon via the REST API, as we discussed in last episode, and daemon pull the docker image if it is not present. Currently this image is present. You can see here this is the command docker images. You can see here now this docker image is available. If I will run the uh, mm, docker container again, hello world docker container again, it will not pull the docker image because this image is already available in my local system. If it is not available in local system, what it will do, it will go and download from the docker hub. See, it is running and giving the output. Let me do one thing for cross verification purpose. Docker images, docker rmi and image id I am passing. So okay, it's got deleted. Docker image got deleted. You can see here there is no hello world docker image is available. If I will run docker run hello world container, so what it will do this time, it will be go to docker hub and download the hello world docker image in my local system because it is not available in my local. Same thing happened in first time when we ran this command. See, it is pulling the docker command and it's ran and exited. Okay, so let's talk about some uh, common issues like common error message, and how we can fix it if you are facing in your local system first time when you are running your docker command. First of all, this is the common error like permission deny. If you are running your docker with your root user, you will face such kind of issue. To fix that uh, issue, what you have to do, you have to add your user in docker group so that it will it can run the docker related commands from your normal user. Second issues is sometimes we install the docker but we didn't started our daemon. That time you will say you will see some error. Your docker daemon is not running. You will not be able to run the docker command. Such kind of issue you will face. So to overcome that kind of error or resolve this kind of issue, you have to start your Docker daemon. Sometimes what is happening, you are not able to pull your Docker images due to the network problem. Check your internet connections and proxy or firewalls. Might be due to the firewall or proxy you were not able to download or pull your Docker images. So I hope you guys like these videos. In this video, we try to run our first Docker container, like hello world Docker container. And in next episode, we will learn how to pull any public Docker image and explore the Docker CLI further. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and uh, mm, share our playlist with your friends. And this is DevOps Codex. See you next episode. Thank you. Have a good day.